Meredith here with a quick play of the day. So today I'm talking about a game that's perfect to play with your teenagers. I know this because I've been getting lots of games to test out this week, and I pulled out this game called Chronology by Buffalo Games to play with my 15-year-old son. And they're not always the most willing participants right away, but Max sat down with me, and in no time we were totally digging this game and having a really good time, and I may have actually learned a few things along the way. So basically, Chronology is a game where you are trying to create a timeline and you're going to put events in that timeline in chronological order, and the goal is to get your timeline to have 10 events in the perfect chronological order, and if you do that, you win. And here's how it works. You get a deck of cards like this, and they have yellow cards and blue cards. And first you just decide, are we playing the yellow cards or the blue cards? Let's say you're playing the yellow cards. Each person, you can play with two people really well, each person takes one card. So my card would be Betty White becomes the oldest person to guest host Saturday Night Live, and that happened in 2010. So that's my first card. I lay that down on my side. If Max picked this one, it says Thurgood Marshall becomes the first African American appointed to the U.S. Supreme Court. That happened in 1967. That's his starting point. So now we each have a timeline that's begun with these two cards. His with this one, mine with this one. Then you just go back and forth reading cards, and but not showing the year to your opponent. And your opponent has to decide, did that happen before or after, like the first card, and then consecutively, like where does that card fit in the timeline? So let's just try it. Let's say Max reads, for me, the Star-Spangled Banner is officially adopted as the national anthem of the United States of America. I have to decide, did that happen before or after 2010? It happened before. It happened in 1931. So let's say I get that right. I don't have to know the year. I just have to know that it happened before 2010. So I put it over here. Now, let's say I do one for Max and he gets it or not. His next one for me might be, the first long-distance telephone line is built. It connects 22 phones along a 60-mile stretch in Nevada County, California. So I got to think, okay, well, I'm pretty sure it happened before 1931. And it did. It was 1877, so I'd put that before. Now, it just keeps going on and on like that, but it starts to get harder the more cards you have, and you've got to figure out, ooh, that could have happened, in between these 2 years or in between these 10 years. It's super fun, and you learn a lot along the way about history and about events in our history and in our time. It could be things from Roman age all the way up to like present day. This game says it's 14 and up, absolutely. Again, a good teenager game. And it gets you talking, and it gets you hanging out together. So that's always a good thing. So, play of the day, new game, Chronology. Check it out.